At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them.
Makes the catch down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Fielded in the end zone, it's lost. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
And these quarterbacks better have an eternal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the running back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see. Going to go. Holding. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. Gets away from one, finds some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to... Great balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about...
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play?
Hit the afterburners, kid. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2nd and goal coming up. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile and stuff them on 1st down, and 2nd down they go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive... after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, look out, there he goes! Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense Palmer has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them does. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense set on 1st down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Snags a quick pass on the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't...
Flying down the right side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll try the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He finds his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Got it set up on the outside. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And the Golden Gophers have a first down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Handoff to the single running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly completed. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete on third down.
By the defense, they're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Navy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Defense in press coverage. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got out of trouble and throws. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's long. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range.
And the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more. Before the half.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's long. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes it. They need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Grove. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Zings it complete to the right. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the returner will be knocked down.
Will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Nittany Lions get enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he over.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota!
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You can tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is... Are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arizona. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
After that last completion, it's second down. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the fly sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now, it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside, get the first down. Really tough to stop.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
He wants to throw here on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On second down, just keeps firing. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He looks that one in nicely. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The corners are walked up tight. They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got his man. Oh, there's the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. The 50, the 40, the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
What a play by the defense. And listen, we know that they practice these turnovers in these situations each and every week. How about, David, just how everybody understands, hey, we've recovered the fumble. Let's get our heads around now and go find ourselves some blocks.
You work it every single week. You hit the nail right on the head. We yell out words so you know. Oski, Oski, Oski. Fumble, fumble, fumble. First thing you do, defensive line. Go look up the quarterback. Start blocking, understanding how to follow my blockers. Stay towards the sideline. Stay away from all the traffic and make a big play just like they did right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And this one will...
Complete.
No gain.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
Penn State offense will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Getting some heat. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got